Hi everyone, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. We're going to go over the markets today, look at Bitcoin, look at the alts as well. Altcoins are bleeding just now. So we're just going to go over that. But first of all, we will see if we're live. If you like these videos, remember, crush the likes. Crush the likes, everybody. Will you sit before I start? I've been running about like crazy this morning. We've got the lights on, yep, everything's ready. Right, I'm just going to see if we're live or not. Are we live? Yes, we are. Okay, we've got a few people in, so I'm just going to jump over to the chat area. Okay, Chris Noble's in the house. Welcome to you, Chris. Adver Hagen, Mervyn Skidmore's in, Marcus Jafari, Liam Hunt is in, David Schwartz, Charles Timmins, good to see you, Charles, Mark Innes, Aram Martirosian, is that correct? Good to see you here. I don't think I've seen you here before, but it's good to see you. Rob UK, one of our brilliant admins, back in the UK. Rain is in, never seen you for a while, Rain. It's good to see you. Grotzel is in, Mixter Oz, Eugene Cunningham, RC, Meng Lai, Jambi K is in, Tony P, George Charles, Cole Phillips, JC Stander, Stephen King, Kim O'Brien, one of our brilliant admins as well, off school this morning. David Sports, Rachel Kent, James Garzaro is in as well. Good to see you here, buddy. Bruce Rudling, Errol Suleiman, Char Dan is in the house. Good to see you back as well, Char. Davy Stew, one of our brilliant admins as well. Good to see you here. Martin and Sonia, Christopher Dalson, Mitch Dieter, Steve McAlpine. There's a lot of people in. Harold H. Diego is in that haven't seen you here before. Philly W, Tony Fernandez, Jacob Hopkins. Okay, welcome everybody. Good to see you here. You'll know that the alts are bleeding just now, but Bitcoin is going up, which is fantastic. So we're just going to have a look at the markets overall, see what the hell's happening. $8,004 for Bitcoin, according to CoinMarketCap. I think is a bit above that just now. $8,011. So it's broken through the magical $8,000. What can we expect from here? We'll go over that in a wee second. Okay, so market capitalization is up to 294 billion. We're just going to take a look at this just now, just to get some perspective on this, and we're just going to go in the last year. So we're up to 294 billion just now, but remember back in January we were up to nearly $1 trillion in traded kind of crypto. So it's not quite there yet. We've got about 200% to get there, and obviously it's going to get there before the end of the year. Well, not obviously, but it's going to get there before the end of the year, I think. We'll get up to that $1 trillion mark, the magical figure of $1 trillion. So that's where we stand just now. Bitcoin dominance is up to 46.7%. We'll take a look at that as well. That's the highest it's been since December. Yeah, about we'll go down 47%. December the 20th, 2017. So it's the highest it's been in 2018 altogether. We did have a kind of high here of about 45% in April, but this is the highest it's been, the Bitcoin dominance, which means people are getting out of vaults and going into Bitcoin. So they're buying Bitcoin just now because of the price rise. So that's what's happening in the markets just now. Who are the winners and losers just now? Computer's a bit slow just now. What have we got on? Don't think of anything else on. So who's the winners and losers in the markets? Holo just came on to Binance. It was just traded on Binance this morning. I think it started trading, and it's up 29%. It was higher than that previously. So it's now jumped into the top 100. Holo, 123 million market capitalization. Holo could be a really good one, actually. We've checked this out before, and it could be a really good one. It's not a blockchain project as such. They're kind of touting it as the next kind of blockchain. It's the next generation blockchain, I think. So Holo could be a dark horse and one to look out for in the future. We've got Bitcoin Private up 20%, Mithril up, Redcoin up, Basic Attention Token, Electronium, Bitcoin Gold, Byteball Bytes. Byteball Bytes. Always makes me laugh, that. Just forever a child. Zcash, Bitcoin, obviously all up. Who's the losers? Bitcoin Diamond, 51%. That's a load of crap. I keep going on that, but it's not true at all. That's not the right price of Bitcoin Diamond. In fact, we'll just look at Bitcoin Diamond just now. XB. Bitcoin Diamond, where is it? Look on. It's down. Is that Bitcoin Diamond right? Right, 1 second. I don't know. I think they've got it wrong anyway for Bitcoin Diamond. So that's saying it's down 51%. Would that be in a day? No, so it's not true. Pundy X is down 15.3%. We've got a story on that as well. Ogre, Walton Chain, Aeon, ARC. So I'd say about 60% of the top 100 are down just now. We'll just look at the next 100 and see what the hell's happening there. Change ad token. Wow, up 338%. Dow is up. ADX is up 34%. Took a big jump yesterday on Binance, I've seen as well. That was up at 60% or something at one point. Primecoin, Peercoin, next day, BitBay, all in double figures. Crypterium, Digital Note, Sonem up as well. And who's the losers of the next? Dragon Chain. Down again. Dragon Chain is being touted as a big one for the future as well. I think Palm Beach had recommended Dragon Chain and buy up to $5 or something like that. Bitcoin Dark, Substratum, High Performance, Blockchain, Gennaro Network, all down in double figures as well. So there's a lot of alts bleeding just now. Okay, we'll go back to the comments just now. See who's in. Mark Scott's in. Mac Paulin, good morning, Steve. ADX went up 70% yesterday. Yeah, it did. I've seen that. A big, huge jump. Ronaldo. Piles is in the house. Good morning to you, Ronaldo. Good to see you here. Don't think I've seen you here before. Maybe I'm wrong. So hit the likes button. Crush those likes if you like these kind of videos in the morning. Subscribe to the channel as well and hit the notification bell. Errol Suleiman, ETH having a little pump this morning. We'll just have a look at ETH. ETH. Oh. And what ETH see? I'm just looking at the Kraken price. $471. It was down at 420. This is on a daily chart. Just look at the hourly. Oh yeah, big time. So it was 449, went all the way up to 477. So ETH is doing good. Ethereum is doing well just now. Excellent. Gethin Davis is in. Honest Crypto Journey. You've not missed much. We're just going over the kind of main markets. Just now, Eugene Cunningham, Space Lambo Craft ready for the moon. LTC. LOL. How's LTC doing? I've never checked that in a while. Let's look at that's jumping as well. Up from $81 to $87, which is excellent. Let's have a look on Binance, see what's doing well. Excellent. So the big ones are starting to rise with it as well. Hi Steve, what are you thinking about BGogo Exchange? Did you hear of it? Nope. What are your actions regarding it? Never heard of it, to be honest, Atif. Never heard of it at all. Marquinhos, MacPaul, how good was that? Yeah, good jump for LTC. Hot but close at 45%. After down faster. Rocco Guerra. Hi Steve, why is Bitcoin Diamond so much higher on Binance? I don't know why it says on CoinMarketCap, why they've got the kind of stats wrong. If you look at Bitcoin Diamond, BCD, we'll look at the markets. So Binance $17, Gate.io. So I don't know why that is. KuCoin is $20. A bit of arbitrage there actually. It's not much on KuCoin, it's only $3,000 traded. So I don't know if it's a different chain or what it is with Bitcoin Diamond. That's touted as $2.19 here. Huobi, I don't know why there's such big huge differences. Volume excluded, no trading fees. Price excluded. So same price excluded for Binance and price excluded for Huobi as well. So I don't know who's got it wrong, what is the story there, what's the script, I don't actually know. I've never looked into it actually, I need to look into it. James Oklahoma, one of our brown admins is in the house. Good morning Steve, glad to catch another live. Good to see you here buddy. I know you're doing the night shift. today. Terrell Hooker, morning to you. Mac Paul, now I'm on Hot just for 250,000 coins just to see. So what's happening with Hot just now? The Zell is going back up from 824 to 899, so that would have been a big catch. What was the 12% catch on that? So where is Hot just now? We'll just go to all the low price ones. Hot just now is sitting at 12 Satoshi. It got down to 9 Satoshi. So it took a dump as soon as it came on to Binance. And I bought some as well just to kind of take a punt on it. I do think it's a good long-term one, but for short-term trading, I don't know. But I thought, okay, I'm going to check it out and take a wee small punt on it. There's PundyX just now. So we've got a big buy wall, 85 million PundyX. But on PundyX, just looking at that, there was a message out on Twitter from Zach, who's the CEO and co-founder. Our community has discovered that a person entity is trading against NPXS. We have, with the help of leading crypto exchange, closed down malicious accounts. If you have info, we'd much appreciate the tip. Let's unite and help us fight against it. Now, I don't know quite what he means by that. Obviously, somebody's trading against it. They're selling it down. But it kind of happens in crypto anyway, so I don't quite understand if there's been a hack or something like that. So I'm not quite sure. I wonder if they've got any other updates on PundyX. That was 6 hours ago. No, so that's it just now. I don't think they've come back. Here's some filled orders. 1 Satoshi market sale price at 36. This is happening every day, many time on buy sell side. Yeah, so looks like trading bots. If you look at PundyX just now, you'll see these one kind of buy orders and sell orders as well. It was swarming with them at one point, so it's in and out. So I don't know quite what's going on with PundyX just now. And I have to admit, I got into PundyX. I've got into PundyX for the community coin, so I'm still in it for the community coin for the premium group at CYT-Crypto. But I got into it myself from a 3 to 6, and I got in at 48, and I had to get out of it because I thought this is just going down the Swanee just now. But I want to get back into it. I think it's a brilliant long-term project. But just to protect my trading, I thought, I'm going to get out of this. So I had to get out this morning when I seen it going down. It was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, because I was out, I think 35 I got out. But it looks as if it's going to recover. We've got big kind of buy walls there. So we're kind of okay up to 30 Satoshi. But the sell walls are coming in thick and fast all the time. So I just don't know what's going to happen with PundyX just now. Short term, I don't know. Long term, very bullish on it. As I said, I've been saying all along, I'm very bullish on PundyX. But short term, I just don't know. Same with Dent as well. Dent is just taking a nosedive as well, but it's coming back up slightly. 37 Satoshi it was at one point. It's the sell and order books. If we get down below 35 Satoshi, we're kind of snookered with that. So I don't know what's going on with Dent as well. So there's a bit of a nightmare with the alts just now. What's doing well on kind of Binance just now? ADX is still kind of chopping and changing. Just now that took a big jump up. Yeah, about, I think it was 80% at one point. So ADX doing well. So that might be due a bounce from here as well. MDA, Madeira Loyalty Points is doing well at 10%. SNM, BTG, Bitcoin Gold, Eternity. So there's not a lot of kind of rising stars on Binance just now, but there's a few out there. And it kind of said this morning in the premium group, kind of trading alts just now is just like trying to catch a feather in a hurricane. So it'd just be a bit of a nightmare just now trying to trade the alts just now, but there are a few out there that are definitely tradable. So we need to wait and see what happens with the alts. What's the update on the live chat? Is something wrong with the live chat? Manipulation big time with Pundit X. Yeah, I think so. It's been like that way for a while now, particularly with the bots. So I don't know what's going on with it. Abdul Al-Ghadi, Tron, will it go up? Yeah, it will go up eventually. At one point, I don't know what's happening with Tron just now. It's still going down at the minute. Where are we? 439. It did get to as low as 411 for Tron. Wow, it's kind of crazy what's happening with even the bigger alts as well. So when did it last? When was it last at 411? Can't remember the last time it was that low. So Tron will come back up again as well, as will all the other alts as well. Alt season is going to come again. And I think I said in the premium group this morning as well, what's going to happen is a lot of the institutional money is going to come in and going to buy BTC. So there's going to be a situation whereby the BTC price rises, but not necessarily the alts dropping at the same time. I think because it's traders like us, you and I, the average Joe, kind of trading in the markets just now, mostly, if we think about it, then we're going to trade the alts as well, obviously. Obviously, we're going to get into Bitcoin as well. But the institutional money is going to come and get Bitcoin, and we're going to be left kind of trading, not going to be left, but we're going to be trading the alts. And so there's going to be a situation where Bitcoin price rises and the altcoin price rises at the same time as well. So we can have that, unless there's going to be a decoupling. I don't know how that would happen, but it's weird. If we really think about it, it's weird to set up just now. When Bitcoin price rises, alts go down. When Bitcoin price goes down, alts go down. It's only when kind of Bitcoin price is stable that the alts start to come back up again. So I don't know how they could decouple from that. I don't know just how that's going to be possible, what's going to happen, what would happen with Bitcoin in that case if there was a decoupling. Because what happens just now when you trade an alt, what you do is you sell it for Bitcoin. Most people do. You can sell it for ETH or BNB or USDT or whatever, but most people kind of trade it back into Bitcoin. So that's why the kind of Bitcoin price rises. That's why the dominance is high at the same time as well. But if we had that decoupling, the Bitcoin dominance wouldn't be as high. There'd be no way it'd be as high for that. Most people think if there was a decoupling from Bitcoin, most people would go into USDT or TUSD. So I think that's what would happen. So just wouldn't know what would kind of happen with Bitcoin in that situation, because Bitcoin's a store of value just now, and it's obviously an investment vehicle as well. So I don't know if that would happen, but it's a bit like tying every single stock price and the Dow Jones to the Amazon price. So if Amazon goes up, everything else goes down, and the Dow Jones. If Amazon goes down, everything else goes down, the Dow Jones. It doesn't make sense to do that, but I don't know how it could kind of play out if there was a decoupling of Bitcoin. Mark Borg, morning to you. Davey Stew, as far as PundyX, Zach's Twitter, I think we all knew that, and his post is more like FUD. I own plenty and believe that's been painful. It's been really extremely painful. As I said, I've got it for the community coin as well, and it's not good the way it's working out just now. I think everybody's going to go at $5 come October. I do think it's going to go back up in the future, PundyX, because it's a great project, great team. What they're doing is getting everybody into crypto. They're doing it kind of on a bigger scale at the same time with the point of sale machines as well. So I do definitely think it will come back up, but I just don't know what's going on with it just now. It's just a bit of a nightmare just now. $33 Satoshi and 34. So the sell walls are building up again. I just don't know, because I looked at this kind of this morning. I thought, holy shit! If this gets past 30 Satoshi, you're talking it could go way down to 25.20, or it's just, you don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen with that, and I have to protect kind of my investment as well. But the community fund I can't do anything with that at the moment. And I bought that when it was kind of really high as well, which is a shame. But we'll see. We'll need to wait and see what happens. Rain holding on my Pundy, moved on with Bitcoin and OX. Excellent. Hajmal, Steve, a year ago with the alts were bleeding as Bitcoin rose, exactly the same way as today. Yeah, exactly the same happened. Literally, exactly the same happened. So all the alts kind of went down as Bitcoin rose up to $20,000. All the alts kind of went down at the same time. So it was difficult. Again, it was a difficult situation because we didn't get a lot of warning that Bitcoin price was going to rise that much. So we're holding on to the kind of altcoins. And this time it's only risen to $8,000. It's not a massive kind of jump up to $20,000 or 30 or 40,000. But it just kind of makes you stop to think. Do I think there's going to be another alt season? Yeah, I do. I think there's going to be another alt season, and the alts will come, and the cream of the crop is going to rise to the top as well. And you're going to get these little projects that are not really doing much. They've not got a product out yet. They've not been. They're just going to fall to the wayside. So remember, we've got about 2,500 projects. It doesn't say that on CoinMarketCap. We've got more than this actually. That's kind of. This is CoinMarketCap. They have a limit as to when they're going to be listed. So they've got 1,664 at the minute, but there's more like 2,500 projects that are being traded. More like it's more like 5 or 6,000. Mark Bogg took a punt on Hola. Any views? Holo, you mean? I take it you mean Holo. Yeah, I think for long term, I think it's a really good project if they can pull it off. They're touting it as the next kind of generation blockchain. So this could be really, really, really cheap at these prices. But again, it's taking a long-term view on that. Gethin Davis, crazy cheap entries on so many alts right now if you're investing. It is crazy cheap just now. It really is. But the trouble is everybody is kind of in alts and they can't sell alts that are losing position to get into the crazy cheap ones because they're all kind of crazy cheap just now. Okay, so there's a bit of kind of news. We'll just look at the news that's out. Breaking, Indian Supreme Court pushes the RBI crypto ban. Petition hearing to, I'll say that again. Indian Supreme Court pushes the RBI crypto ban petition. Hearing to September the 11th. That should have been all one sentence. It just didn't come out that way. I'm just going to make sure we are on, yeah. So on July the 20th, the Indian crypto community had its eyes on the Supreme Court as much awaited judgment on the petition against the RBI central bank ban to provide INR and banking support cryptocurrency businesses was to be pronounced. But since SEBI and a few others have not filed their response, the date for the hearing and argument has been deferred to September the 11th, 2018. So we need to wait and see what happens with that. It's not huge news for cryptocurrency, but it's going to be a big piece of news when that comes out, see what their kind of decision is. The EU Parliament report reveals how banks could beat Bitcoin. So a recent report from the Policy Department of the European Parliament titled Competition Issues in the Area of Financial Technology, FinTech, warns about some of the challenges Bitcoin, now 7,980, will have to overcome. And the report requested by the Econ Committee claims that digital currencies issued by central banks will have a substantial impact on the current cryptocurrency market. And it notes the arrival of permissioned cryptocurrencies promoted by banks, even by central banks, will reshape the current competition level in the cryptocurrency market, broadening the number of competitors. And what's more, the report differentiates privately issued digital currencies such as Bitcoin from those issued by central banks, pinning them against one another. So this is the kind of banks looking to get on it. So the banks can release their own digital currency as such. And I think that's going to come soon. We've spoken about that in the past as well, that they're going to issue their own digital kind of currency. And BABB, who are primed to kind of help the banks do that as well. But what the EU Parliament are saying, that is kind of pitting them against each other, Bitcoin and kind of central bank digital currencies as well. But as we've mentioned in the past, BABB are kind of primed to do that just now. They've got the technology to onboard banks to issue their own digital currency. So that's another good thing about BABB that not a lot of people know about as well. Where is BABB just now? Obviously in this kind of market it's going to be really difficult for everybody. So just take a wee look at BABB. just now. Still 72% funded. So they've got 414,000 to go, £414,000 to go until they reach the limit, and they've still got 32 days left. But where are they with price? BABB just now I think is down at 11 Satoshi or something. Yeah, it's 11 Satoshi. So it's the lowest I've seen it for a while. And they have been 3 times higher than this as well. Still very bullish on BABB. I think we got in when the market capitalization was about 5 million. Not all of it in that, it was kind of stepped up as the price rose. But still very bullish on BABB for the future. And what they were talking about, the EU Parliament there, BABB in a prime position to onboard banks to do just that as well. So that's a good thing. Okay, so this was an article from CoinGate. Despite Coinbase's avoidance, XRP expected to rise soon as positive news begins to trickle in. So this is talking about, we spoke about this yesterday, the WISE ratings, and everybody's saying, well, not everybody, but 78% of people in a poll said that they use Ripple XRP to move from exchange to exchange, which I don't know if that's quite true. To be honest, I don't know if that's kind of loads of kind of Ripple fans coming in and kind of voting. So I'm not saying it's not true, I kind of highly doubt it is that much, to be honest. So there's more and more news kind of trickling in, and XRP has been added to Wirex. Wirex, which is one of the top-rated crypto debit card providers, which is headquartered in London, has added a Ripple wallet to its platform. The company has delivered on their promise to its current 1.7 million clients in 130 countries who are now enabled to spend XRP using the current Wirex Visa card. And talking about that, just take a look at Wirex just now. If you've not seen this, I spoke about this the other day. Try and get off that just now. You know the kind of email anyway, so it's cool. And so this is the Wirex payment card. Basically, what you can do, unlike the Revolut card. Now, the Revolut card, I thought this is going to be brilliant. Kind of Kim told me about that, one of the admins and a couple of the other people, and I kind of ordered the kind of Revolut card, which is this, which you can spend kind of anywhere for currencies as well when you go abroad. Really, that's what it's for when you go abroad, and you don't get charged as much for currency conversion or anything like that. So it's really good from that point of view. But I thought this could be really good for crypto stuff as well, because you can hold or you can buy cryptos on that card as well and spend it as well. But you can't transfer in cryptocurrencies into the Revolut card at the moment. With the Wirex card, you can. So with the Wirex card, you can actually put cryptos in. You can transfer it from an exchange to your Wirex card. And you can spend that just like a normal currency. You can get pounds out, dollars out, whatever you want, depending on the price. So the Wirex card looks really good. From the point of view, I don't know if it's tracked or not. So I don't really know if it's tracked or not. That's the kind of big thing with Wirex, and obviously the kind of anonymity of it as well. I don't know how secure it is from that point of view. So this could be really good if you've not checked out the Wirex card. I'll put a link down below for you after the video finishes. So it could be really good, but the Wirex card are actually adding XRP to it as well. So they've got a number. I'm just going to see on the blog if that was announced. So buy Bitcoin, Litecoin and more by funding your Wirex account with a debit or credit card. Right, so it's not got all of them listed at the minute where you can buy. So I think that could be good for XRP as well. XRP, I think, as I've been saying all along, I think it's going to be good long term. We'll look at XRP price just now, 5690. So just look at the kind of dollar price. Oh, let's say $8,000, my God. So 45 cents at the moment. So it's probably at its lowest point since around about March 2018. And the highest you can see is $3.35. So you're talking about an 8x just to get to its all-time high from here. So for a long-term investment, I think Ripple is good as much as you like it or hate it. From an investment point of view, you don't need to kind of care about that if you're not kind of bothered. Okay, was there other ones? Oh, YX added XRP, I think that was it. Okay, what time are we on? Got good time. Litecoin is about $90. LTC. So $86.62 the minute. Just looking at the hourly chart. It's coming back down actually. Or it nearly touched $90 and kind of coming back down. BTC still up at $8,000. So my thinking was with Bitcoin it was going to hit the $8,000 and come back down to the $7,800 level. And that was my thinking. I was going to start trading between that channel for a while before making a move again. And I think that's what's going to happen here. So it's round about the $8,000 mark just now. So we need to wait and see if it really breaks through. But I think it's going to come back down to around 7,800, and there's going to be a trading range between 7,800 and 8,000. I think that's what's going to happen. So just look on the daily chart. And we can see it broke that kind of 8,000 mark, which it tried to do a couple of times before and it eventually succeeded. We spoke about that yesterday. It tried about 4 or 5 times before and now it's actually done it. So now where do we go from here? And I think it's going to start ranging between around about here. I should have just put that line on. 1 second. So on a horizontal line. So around about here. 7,800, and we'll go another line about here. So it's a tight trading range. So I think it's going to start trading in between those. But if we look on the hourly, that's obviously going to be better. So I think that's now going to be the trading range. There's going to be a channel coming along here. I think this is my opinion, so obviously do your own research. But I think this is what's going to happen. And just kind of make these a bit tighter and light green. Don't like to see red. Right, green. So I think this is going to be the trading range for the next few days at least. But I'll need to wait and see what happens here as well with Bitcoin. And hopefully, if it trades nicely in there and it just kind of trades and it's just is stable. So we want a stable Bitcoin, and then this is when we're going to see the altcoins coming back into play again. You're going to get some shooting up with the altcoins. And we're starting to see kind of that happening just now. ENJ is kind of coming up. Engine Coin is coming up. Salt is coming up. MDA and BCC, ZEC. So there's a few coming up on Binance just now, which is good. Gethin Davis and USDT Temp. Jacobus Van Beek. Morning, Stephen. All. How will Stella's SRB news impact BABB, I wonder, or just a big threat for Ripple? I think more of a threat for Ripple rather than BABB. Gethin Davis and USDT Temp. Don't know what that means. Alright, and then the pro swing traders go back into USD using Gemini or Coinbase Pro, USD Wallet, and USDT Temp. Yeah, it could be. And Kevin Hunt, morning, Steve. Last week I watched Ethos. It consistently went from $1 to $2 several times up and down. I was looking to buy, sell, but stabilized this week. So Ethos, kind of what's kind of happening with Ethos just now. In fact, yeah, we'll just, where are we? We'll look on this chart. It's just on BitHum just now. Bit of traded. BQX, I keep forgetting the ticker symbol. Yeah, kind of up and down. 12,000 Satoshi, 12,763, but it's up at 13,919 just now. So a good kind of 12% up from its low. And this is on the hourly chart. So there are trading opportunities out there for scalping, but it's risky. When you're scalping, it's really, really risky, obviously. Mohammed Ahmed, BABB will go to the moon. I believe so. I definitely believe so. My cryptical morning all to you. Glad to hear your wife is back on the mend. Yes, she's back on the mend. Thank you very much, Mike. She'll be off for a while, so I'll be kind of a nurse for the next couple of weeks. That she doesn't like because she's extremely independent. Mervyn Skidmore, Carpus pecunia. Pecunia? I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means, Mervyn. Obviously, I'm not as educated. Eugene Cunningham updated mine yesterday. Great job. Excellent. Eugene Cunningham, BTLC, XRP, USD, GBP, Euro, all on YRX now. Brilliant. Brilliant. Sassan, hi Steve. What was the first card you said? Revolut card. Revolut card. It was a Revolut card, so just look at Revolut as well. And I'll put the links, as I said, I'll put the links in. So this is a Revolut card, and this is the one I was kind of showing you. So spend abroad with no fees, that's the kind of main benefit of it, but there was a kind of crypto element to it as well, and I think they're going to update that. This could be a really big deal for Revolut, but YRX is kind of leading the way with it just now. And you've obviously got the Monaco card as well. That's why I think Monaco is going to do really well in the future as well. If you can get these cards and people spending money, just especially with the anonymity, it'd be good if they had that anonymity there as well. And Getting Davis, good to see BNB is holding strong above $12 support, probably the strongest altcoin in many ways. Yeah, BNB's was said all along, BNB is really kind of strong. I'm going to look at the price, $12 just now, but it's the kind of BTC price as well that we need to kind of look at. Oh, it's BNB. BNB, BTC, that's what I'm looking for. So 150,000 Satoshi, so you can see it's way low just now. Dollar value doesn't matter unless you're cashing out. So we're looking to trade for Bitcoin. At the moment, we're looking to trade for Bitcoin. As much as we don't like the coupling with Bitcoin, that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to trade it with kind of Bitcoin and get Bitcoin up. So if we're looking at a daily point of view for BNB, you can see here, and this is just recently, we're talking a couple of weeks ago, not even a couple of weeks ago, talking last week, it was up to 265,000 Satoshi, and it's went all the way down by 44%, Satoshi value down to 150,000 Satoshi. For me, this looks brilliant. I wouldn't kind of trade it just now. If I was looking at that, and just look on the, so I wouldn't trade it at the moment. I wouldn't buy it at the moment, not trade it. I wouldn't buy it at the moment. But it represents a brilliant opportunity once everything starts turning around, as do a lot of the others as well. Atif, thanks for the BTC chart, my pleasure. You think bottom is in for TRX? TRX, so just have a look at the coins that you're talking about. Just now, TRX, BTC. 439. It's indicating that it could be a buy from here. So it's gone up already from this morning, up about 8%. So a lot of the altcoins, just the arse dropped out the altcoins. Round about 6 o'clock this morning, 5-6 o'clock, the arse kind of dropped out of everything. But they're starting to pick back up again, thank goodness. So could it be the bottom? It could well be. We'll just look at the daily. When was the last time it was that low? Back in March. There's the next kind of low, about 316, and this is about the time I was kind of trading it as well. Around about these levels, the 314. It might still have a bit to go down, and as much as I hate to say it, might still have a bit to go down. This, as much as it's going up just now, it's went up 8% from its bottom today. You can see quite clearly bottom was there. It's not went over the 15 EMA yet, but 409. So it could still come back down from here. We just need to wait and see. But obviously anticipation of the news coming out for the 30th of July could push the price up, and you could see it kind of skyrocketing from here as well, making good gains on Tron as well. So obviously kind of do your own research on that. But at the moment, if we were looking at this would probably be just a buy-in at the minute. So 440. So looking at the bricks. On the Renko chart, 424. So this would look to be the start of a buy just now, if we were looking at the Renko charts. But with the market being so volatile, this could turn into a red brick again when it gets down to 424, if it gets down to 424 and below as well. So you can see the steep decline there. There's only been a few times it's kind of risen. 662 up to 736. But this could be the start. You can see this green brick, but we can set a tight stop loss here. So if we were going to go in and do this trade, looking at the Renko charts, if we were going to do in this trade, we could buy at 439 just now, and we put a stop loss in about 422. So very, very tight stop loss. And the stop loss is only about 4%. So if you're going to start trading it just now, looking at this green Renko brick, so it looks good for maybe a buy here. So the next brick would have to get up to 448. So each brick is about 8 Satoshi. If you've never looked at the Renko charts, I'll check them out. But you still have to look at the price as well and see what it's doing. That's 439 at the minute. So yeah, it might be the bottom with this news coming out next week. Depends on what the news is. Just hope everybody's not disappointed. Mutant Gospel, you think bottom is it? All right, I've just kind of looked at Tron. Gethin Davis, wow, ADA 30%, don't FOMO. I'll just have a wee look at ADA just now. Where's the 30% for ADA? Am I looking at something different? I don't see the 30%. Bones 420, GVT looks really good. That was going up. This morning I checked when I was checking the charts. GVT was doing well. Just see how it's doing just now. Genesis Vision. Not just so well just now. 11742. So it was up. And it's kind of come down about 21%. That's in the daily. Looking at hourly, how's it doing? Yeah, it's very choppy. Very choppy. It's kind of up and down by 7%-ish. And it came down from the 17th, down about 22%, as have a lot of the other coins as well. Time on, plenty of time. Nora Perez, good to see you back. Hi Steve, finally caught you today. Go BABB. Yeah, I think BABB's going to do well. Been speaking about BABB earlier on. I think BABB's going to do well as well, particularly with the EU Parliament kind of news coming out as well. It looks rosy. At the moment, for trading BABB, it doesn't look rosy, but same with any other altcoins as well. Gina Dow, hi Steve, Bank just been listed on brand new exchange in Korea in partnership with exchanges for their technology and doing great, and green prices rising. So how is Banker doing? We spoke about this in the past as well, but never checked on it in a while. Up 6%, 11 Satoshi, so down overall. So was it 58 Satoshi? Was it done the last kind of 7 days? So it has been as low as 10 Satoshi, 12 Satoshi. So it's kind of trading, it's in a range at the minute, but it's only 15 million market cap. And if it's been listed on other exchanges as well, just look at social. Special notice about listing on CoinTong. Banker never intended to be listed on this exchange. It was the exchange who unilaterally made a decision to list Banker, was not informed of the listing until July the 23rd. So they didn't know they were going to be listed. So a lot of talk about Banca as well. A lot of people are kind of talking about Banca. Everybody counts. Hi Steve, finally caught a live one. Have seen every episode, enjoy very much. Had a little win on Kin. Excellent. So how's Kin doing? I like to see Kin doing well as well. 203, so that's relatively stable. So it was up at 211 or something. Let's see what it's been as high as. 234. So that's good. That's good. It's great that you I could catch you here as well live. Thanks for your info and your time. My pleasure, mate. Gethin Davis, I'm just accumulating BNB. Would love to hodl 1,000. It'd be brilliant. And I've said if you're going to get into any coin, obviously BTC, BABB might be one as well. You wouldn't, if you had a gun to your head and people were saying, okay, you have to kind of pick one coin and go all in. BNB would be one of mine. Neo would be one of them. BTC, obviously, BABB would be one of them. So I definitely like BNB, and I think it's going to be $100 before the end of the year. And Jacobus, good time to get into port just now, considering that the main launch is just around the corner for trading and long hodl. I think if we look at kind of all these just now, see all the prices just now that are below, and this happened a couple of months ago as well, and I mentioned this as well. All the ones that are below round about 500, all these ones from RCN down, even kind of QLC, Yo-Yo, I'd probably say from TNT down on Binance, all these are going to get 100% increase in the next couple of months. And this happened a while ago as well. And what people were doing, or new people were coming in, and they were saying the low price of these coins, because a lot of people, when they first get into crypto, they come into Binance, they use Binance. So obviously they'll get in through Coinbase, they'll transfer from Coinbase onto Binance, because Binance is one of the safest ones out there, one of the most secure ones, and one of the kind of best ones to use in my opinion. But KuCoin is coming close as well, and a couple of others coming close. So what they do is they see these low prices and they don't think about the market capitalization, they don't look at that or anything else, and think these are really cheap, I'm going to get in. This is what's going to happen with all these coins under 500 Satoshi. They're all going to double before the end of the year. In the next couple of months, they're all going to double again. So say with the likes of PundiX, you've got BCN as well, Dent as well, See a Coin, good project. Well, don't know, See a Coin is, but kind of all these are good projects as well. So we're going to see them doubling or tripling in the next couple of months as well. But it's just a waiting game, so it's better maybe trading. See what HOT is doing just now. Could go back down to 11 or between 11.10. NPS XS. So still trading 35.34 just now. Just hope it's going to be okay for the community coin. 39.38. So now that was as low as 37. Crazy stuff. Gethin Davis, haha, sorry, I'm half asleep, it was ADX. Ah, right, okay. And that's what you said about Cardano, right, okay. Marcus, do you think Jacob S. Banbake is pretty cheap at the moment? Wireclack, Isdeo and Dexes are insecure. I don't know if they're insecure because they don't actually, the Dexes don't hold your, the digital exchanges don't hold your coins. It's a wallet you've got them in, essentially, and you're kind of trading it through kind of obviously your own wallet. So I don't see how the, is that what you mean? Is a digital exchanges insecure? How's NPXS looking? Yeah, we've just kind of looked at that just now. Melbourne Skidmore, Binance is definitely safer than a night out in Bathgate. Yeah, it could be right. Jacob Hopkins, PundiX airdrop July 31st. Yeah, July 31st for PundiX. I don't know about PundiX, so just looking at buy and sell orders. Obviously, it doesn't tell us 100% that this is going to go up, but 17 million waiting to a sell wall just now with a 22 million buy wall. But it's just after this 35 and kind of 31 down to here. Alright, it's 38.39. That's Dent, I'm talking shite. It's Dent I'm looking at. So buy wall 27 million, sell wall 56 million. So it's just after the 30ish, 29ish. So there's a buy wall being built up here, which is good. I like to see the buy wall. Just look at the depth. So now is it going to show us? So it's a zip depth. This one. Big sell walls though. Big sell walls. All the way up. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with PundiX. Never looked at G-Slick, never looked at Fuse. Liam Hunt, just gone to LRC on my 3 to 6. Or Loopring, are they doing okay? We're down 3, 4. So what they're doing on daily? Yeah, it's the lowest it's been for a while. So the bottom there. So this, I don't know if that could be classed as support, but this could be a support for Loopring. That's BitFinex. Yeah, so this might be classed as a support. So 22nd of March is the lowest. So if we kind of look at that just now. So I see why you've got in there just now, because that's a kind of level of support there. Kind of potential upside is really good. Downside 1200, upside 10,000. So it's good upside for Loopring. Excellent. That's a good kind of spot if you've seen that support there as well. That's for Liam Hunt. Eugene Cunningham bought some ADA, XRP and TRX last night. See how it goes. Yeah, I think if you're going to hold them for a couple of months, you're going to do fine with them. Mervyn Skidmore, so if the price whole thing is true, if it comes off, Pundi will go nuts. Yeah, if it's true, Pundi is going to kind of go absolutely crazy. But I don't know how. I just don't know how. We'll need to wait on the story unfolding with PundiX. Liam Hunt, my chart looks different. I have green on Renko. So look at the Renko. That's on it daily. Alright, so we've just got a kind of a ghost green just now. So yeah, so this is a ghost green. What we call a ghost green in the Renko. Not what we call. I think somebody, I was in the premium group yesterday, I can't remember who, because I want to give credit where credit's due, and I can't remember who the hell it was. But it's a ghost green just now, so it's not fully formed at the moment. To fully form, it's got to get to 3450, and that will be at 10 o'clock in about 32 minutes for it to get to that. So 3450, if it goes up, that will be a fully formed green brick. So it could be a brilliant time to get in. So you might have done a kind of brilliant job. That was a good spot there, Liam. So on Steve, does it have to be a time on a committed coin? Can you just hold it longer if everyone agrees? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that, Martin and Sonia. We can definitely kind of hold it. So the plan was, if you're a premium member, we're going to do an airdrop of PundiX on October, around about October the 10th-ish, and just give it out to everybody. Now we can hold it. We can definitely hold it for you, and we'll just do a vote at the time. So we'll see what PundiX, where it is at the time in October the 10th. October the 10th could be totally different. It could be triple the price where it is just now. I'm just going to go in to see where the community coin is just now, how much it's worth, because it was up to about $2,000 at one point, but it's way down just now. $785. Shite. But we've got the airdrops coming in as well, so we're doing a compound 7% every month until October. But we could leave that till the end of the year, or we could leave it and just wait till it goes up. But we've got 180 members in premium just now, so we're going to get about $4 or something, which is absolutely garbage. And it was, as I said, up to about $2,000 at one point. But I'm positive it's going to come back up. But yeah, we can do a vote and just say, okay, hold it longer, or whatever. We can definitely do a vote. Liam Hunt, no, 1 hour. So you're right, Liam, yeah. Mine is solid green. I think something is wrong. It might be the settings. So if you use a solid green just now, if you check your settings for the Renko, so I've got Loopring and Bitcoin 60, Binance Renko 14, so I'll have to look at the ATR. This is on the Renko chart. So I've got an ATR and the ATR length is 14 at the moment. So if we change that to say 100 or something, so it just depends on your settings. I was going to say if you change it to 100, we'll try and change it to a different one. We'll change it to 1, just save that. So if we change it to 1, each brick is going to be 3286 and it's going to be 3316. Each brick is going to be 30 Satoshi each brick instead of the lower one. So it just depends on your ATR settings. Just look at that again. So it might be better because I've played around with this from 100 down to 1 as well. And how much is each brick here? 3298, 3372. So each brick is 74 Satoshi. So if you go down to 1, it's going to be different. So you're going to get a different kind of format. So it might be better to catch, actually. So 3285, as I said, 3216. So it's about 30, 31-ish for each brick instead of, so it's halving the brick value. So you might have caught it just at a brilliant time. But obviously you get a wee bit more noise. However, it means you catch it earlier. So you could have caught it at 3321 and made a few Satoshi on it if the price keeps rising. So I've kind of played around with this. I've kept it 14 just now because you can see here, you can get in and out very quickly of these. There could be a lot of noise. Not on Loopring right enough. It's been quite good on Loopring. You can get in and out quite quickly. We'll just check on BTC would be high as well. So ENJ, for example, you'd be getting out of ENJ just now. It's been coming down. And yet it's up 13%. And we look on the price, that's because it came down from its high here. And the Renko chart with 1. That can't be right. There's something not quite right here. Sorry about this, folks. We're just looking at the Renko charts, just kind of playing around with it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, play around with your settings as well, and one that kind of suits you. Okay, Eugene Cunningham, LOL, shite, that's I love this channel. Hard to be the local lingo. Yeah, I kind of swear sometimes, and it just comes out when I'm talking to myself and stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Hopefully you have a brilliant day. I know it's not a brilliant trading day just now, but it's going to come back up. They also come back up, and there are trading opportunities out there as well, as we've seen. There's definitely trading opportunities out there, but it definitely is like trying to catch a feather in a hurricane. So it's going to be difficult to trade, but if you catch them, Liam's just got a good one there. It looks like with Loopring. So definitely if you catch them, it looks you could make quite a bit of money here as well. So I'm just going to look at the charts again. I checked them this morning. Most everything was going down. So I'm going to check it again, and I'll post in the premium group if there's good opportunities out there. Okay, have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.